Hey, my name is Dennis Cummins from the Workshops for Retirement team, and here's what I was thinking today. Your retirement savings plan is a lot like managing a baseball team, and here's what I mean by that. Imagine that you're managing a baseball team, and you've got to put all the players on the infield. So let me ask you a question. Where do you put them? Do you put them all on first or third, or maybe you put them all on home plate? The obvious answer to that question, of course, is you've got to cover all the bases, right? First, second, third, home plate. You've got to do all of that. So let's talk about it, because with your retirement savings, you've got to cover all the bases as well. So what are the bases when it comes to retirement planning and retirement savings? Well, let's talk about first base is cost. And when I talk about costs, what I'm talking about is reducing your costs. That means limiting your costs when it comes to the fees that you pay, the commissions that you pay, and the taxes that might be due on your retirement plans. Second base, really important also, we're talking about safety. You've got to protect against the downturns. You may have worked for a long time putting money into your retirement savings account, and as you're approaching those retirement years, you really can't afford to lose a big chunk of it in an amazing market downturn. That makes no sense at all. So you've got to implement strategies to secure that your life savings are there. Now, third base, that's important too. This is all about growth. Obviously, I mean, this kind of makes sense. You want to put your money into things that are going to grow for you. You want your money to grow. A colleague of mine, a gentleman by the name of Robert Kiyosaki, once said, the reason people struggle is because they've learned to work for money instead of having their money work for them. And that makes a lot of sense. You want to have your money work for you. You want it to grow without you having to work by putting it in there. Let it earn its own money. That's the great thing to do about that, right? And in case you're unaware, listen, we want to invest when the market goes up. Take advantage of it. Fantastic. But if you're not sure about this, or if you weren't aware about this, there are investments where when the market goes down, your investments can still go up. And if you're not sure what those are, make sure that you talk to your financial advisor about that. Those are some really amazing strategies to use. And finally, the home run, home plate here is all about income. Now I would think this is common sense, right? The goal is to create income that is going to provide for your lifestyle in retirement. You want to create a stream of income that is going to outlast you, that's going to last longer than you do. Now, the challenge with putting all these players on the field is that you can't always cover all four bases equally at the same time. And that's why you need that shortstop, the compromise player, because the shortstop, the fifth position in the infield, is about compromise. If you want to have a lot more safety, well, then you might have to give up on some of the income and the growth bases. And what I mean by that, here's an example. A bank account. Super safe, but not going to make you a lot of money, and it's definitely not going to grow. If you want to grow, maybe you're going to put your money in the stock account. But then what happens is you risk downturn, and you also risk losing your income because of that. Now, your retirement planning, your retirement savings, your retirement strategy is very much like positioning these players on the baseball diamond. You've got to have the right players in the right pieces for the right time of the season. Maybe you're early in the season and you've got plenty of time before retirement. Well, that's a different strategy. If you're getting close to retirement, well, there's another one. Maybe you have to think more safe and playing it a little closer to the vest, if you know what I mean. No matter what, you have to really take into account where you are on your retirement journey, how close you are to retirement, and then decide where to position your players on the baseball diamond or on the field. Until I talk to you next time, my name is Dennis Cummins for Workshops for Retirement. I hope that you have found this beneficial. If you're not sure where you are, we've got a link to a quiz down below. Check it out. It's free. We also have free workshops. If those work for you too, we'd love to see you at one of our workshops. But until we see you there, stay well, and in retirement, stay wealthy.